Hello everybody, it is March 14th, 2025, and there's Flashy coming to ya. Now, I'm getting ready for the fair. The fair's the last week of July. I believe it's the last week of July. If you're in Lenawee County, please come visit the Lenawee County Fair. Information is online. Flash says hi. I would also like to tell you that I did see up there on that branch it's hanging. Right there, there's a female oriole making a nest, and the male oriole is still in the picture because they usually co-feed. I think she just flew out over to that. Oh, and this tree was looking so good last year, it died. I mean, we've lived here, I don't know, maybe, 20 years. And the tree just died last year. It was doing fine. But anyways, on that branch, right, that lower one, somewhere in there. And that's where they built it last year. And it had just fallen. I think I told you, it just fell. And I put it down underneath where my little garden is. Let me see if I can get that in the picture. Where the wind chimes are. Right there. There's my little garden. I got a little garden. You know what? I'll just take you over there. Why don't I just take you over there? It's going to be a long one, I guess. So anyways. Flash will not be quiet. It's kind of icky today. Kind of like a misty rain. So anyways, up there is the tree. It's kind of hard to see with binoculars because you see it so close and you can't recognize it when you're looking in the binoculars. I'm trying to see if I can see the nest already. But I can't spot it with the binoculars. But anyway, so the old last year's nest had fallen down a couple weeks ago. And so it's good nesting material apparently because I used it before and it lasted over the whole winter. And so I just put it in here so they could get more supplies, building supplies if they needed it. And I did see a couple birds come there and pick through that and use it. But while I'm here, let me show you my little garden. I just dug this out last year, I believe. There's Bleeding Heart. I put that in this year. This was last year's. So you can see the flowers. This is a really good place for this because I've never seen sage leaves get so big, and I never seen so many flowers on there. Don't ever remember sage going to flower. Anyways, I got something right there. I think it already bloomed and passed. We got a couple of bulbs over here. This thing, don't remember what that is. There's a columbine. Some more bulb plants, don't know what they are. These are bulb plants that expired, possibly tulips. Invasive mustard, but boy does that look nice. Another Bleeding Heart. Speedwell, I think that's what it's called, Speedwell. Bloodroot Speedwell. I think that's what that's called. I just planted that yesterday. And here's some more bulb plants over here. And that's the end of it. And I'm just going to keep making it. I can see this from the porch. Because like all these other things, like people plant their plants, but they really can't see them. Like you'll plant them around. Oh, and I think that's bee balm right there. This right here, I think it's bee balm. They'll plant plants around the house, but then you can't see them. So I wanted to be able to see this out the window, the porch. I'm sitting on the porch. Oh, and these I just planted this year. They were in planters. Shoes, somebody was selling them, which is a smart idea because used shoes that no longer fit or just falling apart, using them as planters instead of buying new planters, that keeps the cost of the item low to where you might actually sell it. When you're buying the planters, you got to add that to the cost of the item, and then it might just be too expensive for people to buy. So anyways, yeah, they were in shoes and they outgrew the shoes. And so I put them in the ground just a couple weeks ago. I don't even think a couple weeks ago. I think a few days ago. And so they're still growing in. They're not rooted yet. So anyways, that's my little garden. And again, there's the nest of the oriole from last year. So hopefully I'll be able to get, if I'm out here with my camera, I'll try and get a shot of her making her nest. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.